Snow. God, no, not this song. Snow.
Start just traveling up north with my
What did he do to
ATV.
you?
Fucking punched us both.
Who
Yeah,
did?
He took Soze.
I was trying to tell
Oh.
Soze that I caught him going through 2 red lights with no lights on and going over the speed limit doing like 80 miles per hour and a 35, and he beat the shit out of me.
Give him a ticket. You won't. Oh, fuck.
And he said, remember who daddy is.
Oh
And
my
he says,
God.
do as I say, not as I do.
All right,
That's
well,
always been the case with Soze though.
Oh,
yeah, there has
If you
been.
copy exactly what Soze does, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna run into.
Yep.
Yeah, you
Yep.
are. It's true.
Sure.
All right.
I just
okay.
did it purposely to bust his balls.
I'm glad you're okay, Snow.
Yeah, thank you.
What about me, fucko? I got knocked out too.
God damn this fucking outfit, dude. I put this on to mess with Reed, and I was stuck in it. I can't remember what. 6? Yeah. You thought I was getting after Fright Cry. Listen, it's a good time to have a nice cup of tea and go to bed. JK, that was real crying. I'm sure. You're a good actor. Real actor. Where'd Logan go? You role playing? That's pretty pog, dude. That's pretty pog. Alright, we spoke to Logan. I don't think anybody else wants to talk apart from this Ryan thing. Excuse me. Do we have any more office hour things that we should do? I don't think so. Let me just double check. No, there isn't.
Hey, Dark, you busy?
No, not right now.
Okay, it's not about like a hiring thing. I just wanted to get your opinion about
I'll give you an opinion. Those jeans are awful, Patty.
Well, I would love to wear the black ones, except they say skank across the butt. So if you can get us some better jeans, I will definitely wear them.
Listen,
We gotta
I
go
got
with what we got.
those look like they're from a Hot Topic or something.
Well, it's Jeans Friday. That's all I got, man.
I can find you some other ones.
No, I don't want to wear like the really baggy ones. They look terrible.
You tell me
these
there's
all look
no
great,
other
but they're
skinny
literally
jeans?
the best we got. No, man, they're literally the best we got. I like to wear the black because I think it matches like my shoulder thingies better.
Yeah.
But the really good black ones say skank across the butt in like bright pink lettering, and I'm like, okay, no, I don't need that.
Okay, what can I
right.
help you with, Betty?
So yesterday I wasn't on duty for this, but Louise Campbell was robbed at gunpoint by Jenny Crack. Looks like
Right.
it was just a civilian report. I don't think anybody took like an actual like police report about it. I'm issuing a warrant for Jenny Crack for a separate incident involving Louise where they were outside MRPD and then Jenny kicked over like she was on her motorcycle and like kicked down Louise and Bones. It was right before tsunami, so we weren't able to get her in custody.
Yeah.
So she had stolen items. Do you think I should attach the like grand theft charges and stuff in this civilian report to the incident where I'm issuing the warrant for like the later incident with Jenny and Louise, or just like create a separate report? Because there's no witnesses, so I'm like kind of like, well, it's sort of a he said she said, but she's an off-duty police officer, so her word should carry more weight. But as far as I can tell, there's no actual like incident report or warrant for that incident.
I would keep them separate incidents. That being said, I would be off-duty police officer statements. I don't know whether we've kind of had this precedent set before.
She stole her legal firearm, which I put in her profile as being stolen. An auto's receipt and her machete. So it would qualify as grand theft because machete is like $5,000 on its own.
I would push it. If she wants to appeal that in court. I mean, I want to take Louise's statement as the same I would as a police officer statement. Whether she's on duty or off duty, she hasn't done anything to, what's the difference between her on and off duty? Whether she's on duty or not,
Exactly.
whether she's 41 is nothing. So yes, I would take that as the same as if she was just a normal police officer on duty. So I would absolutely put a warrant out. I mean, and if you don't find that firearm, then I would also go for a warrant.
Yeah. Well, I'm more asking like where should I add the grand theft charge? Because the
I see.
the report about that is in like a civilian report.
I would promote it to an incident.
Okay. All right. So I'll just promote that, issue a separate thing for that because that's like reckless endangerment. She shot at her, so that's technically assault with a deadly. And then the stuff for yesterday. Bones didn't care, but like Bones didn't really care, so he didn't want to push charges because it was just like assault. But she did because she wants her stuff back.
Quick. Yep, go for it. Just keep it separate incident. Because the issue is that if it goes all under one incident, you get the issue where she might want to plead guilty to attacking them outside Mission Row, but then she might not want to plead guilty to robbing the firearms. But then if they're all under the same incident, she can't separate those guilty plea or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Whereas if they're completely separate, then it's easier for the appeal process and everything like that.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and do that. I'm just going to list on like this report, like, hey, I'm just pressing the warrant. I wasn't involved in this other than just like issuing the warrant because I wasn't on scene for it. So.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Is it nice to have somebody like asking you a question about something and not like complaining or asking to be
Yeah,
heard?
it's so nice. It's like I feel like I'm doing the job I'm supposed to be doing,
Police work again.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm just reviewing my office hours, and I think I might be done for the day. I might actually be able to get out there.
Oh my god, you're gonna have to put on a disguise or something.
Oh yeah, you might be right. Yeah.
You could dress up like Rhodes and pretend to be Rhodes. Wait, is he on duty still? Oh, he is. Okay, that will work.
He is. No, that's probably not a good idea.
It could be really funny though.
Yeah, but then Soze might see me and then he'll beat my ass.
Oh yeah, he probably would.
Yeah, he would. Okay. Well, if you need anything else, Patty, just let me know. But I'm gonna just make sure I tick off all the boxes, make sure I'm all good here. Then, and then I'll probably be out there. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Have fun. Be safe. And like I said, if you can get us some better jeans that don't have derogatory phrases on the butt, I'm all for it.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, Dark. I appreciate you.
All right, let me check. Okay, so can I make a subtask? How do I do those? You have to do subtasks. Do. Dample's not around to talk about districts. Oh, I love this song. Do. I wonder if Lucy could do us like a medal box. I wonder if Lucy's around. What do you think of that? Better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Truth is so yeah, it's great, dude. Alright, thank you for the raid, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Lucy's not picking up. Hope you had a good stream, man. Welcome, Raiders. Hello. We're doing Ash Chief things, although we might have just finished up. So I apologize. Oh, actually, I'll give Carlson a quick ring. I think I saw her come on duty. Okay, I did, but she's on the phone. I believe we might actually be able to get on duty. It's kind of crazy. We just try and call her again. Fuck. Call.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Carlson.
Hello, Assistant Chief. How are you today?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Just a quick thing. I saw a couple, hold on. Report 77663 and 553. There's a few things missing from those, Carlson. Is there any reason for that?
Those are the ones from earlier from today. I had to go quickly to do some things. I was gonna finish them up today.
Okay. All right. Make sure you dot in your eyes and cross your teeth, Carlson. I'm onto you.
I always do, sir.
Okay. All right. Keep it up. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
I feel bad telling people off. I do. Sometimes. Yeah, I think we get. Very sad Lucy's not around. I'll try one more time. I want to get I want to get some medals going. I want to get like awards and shit for PD, at least LSPD, hopefully UPD. I want to use this room more often. This is the room I want to use more often. I want this room to be used so much more than it already is. I don't know whether it works or not. I wish there was more chairs in here. But I want to do press conferences in here. I want to do award ceremonies in here. I want to do, I don't know what else in here, but I think this could be used a lot more than it already is. This could be used for like Corrupt Cops Anonymous. This could be used for so much. How many times has this room actually been used in like 3 years? I think you could probably count it on 2 hands. You don't think you've seen that room before? Says a lot, huh? Yeah, I'm thinking like weekly, bi-weekly press conferences. With LSBN and shit, and we can actually give officers some recognition. Because like, when you think about it, the civilians of the city, like, what cops do they actually know about? Like, they know about like a handful of cops with the work that they do, and most like, hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Nikki. How are you?
Did you read the text?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, he's like telling me that he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna ask you out, yada yada yada. And I'm like, bro, just do it, okay? You've got it. You can fucking rack a home. Why not? He really wants to F you guys.
Are you stirring the pot, Nikki?
I'm not stirring the pot. He talked
Yeah,
to me
seems like
about
you're
it
stirring
in
the
front
pot.
of Barrett. If I wanted to stir a pot, I would stir such a big pot, it'd be everywhere.
Stir it then. Go on.
I'm not stirring it though.
Stir it, I
I'm
dare
just
you.
telling you what I heard.
I dare you.
Listen, always in the closet, you're openly gay, so you win the points. I'm on your side.
I'm pansexual, actually, yeah.
Exactly. what you said.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, listen, I appreciate the heads up. I already know about Hoover. He's a WHORE, and I'm dealing with it. But I appreciate you letting me know, Nikki. He had an excuse. He said he was just telling you about it. But yeah. Why is this? Why is this car a trooper car? What is it? Is this Mountain? Is that why?
Know.
Yeah, it is.
People like to change the liveries when they
My
shouldn't
bad.
be.
Now it's my fault. It's my fault.
Why is it your fault? It can never be your fault. You're our Lord and Savior, Doc.
I'm your what? I'm a what?
Our Lord and Savior, Doc.
No, I don't think. No, I don't think. I'm not a religious
oh my God,
man.
let's make it into a cult.
No, please don't start a bloody
Do
cult
you
about.
not want thousands of men and women worshiping you?
No, I really don't.
I'll be
I
so cool.
really don't.
Idol, just like RuPaul.
What?
Oh my God. Yeah, you could be our RuPaul.
No,
LSPD
please.
version of RuPaul.
I don't want that.
Oh my God, it's going to be so good. I worship dark. I said it.
Stop it now. I don't want that. Thank you though, Nick. It's so kind of you to even think about that, but
I'm gonna make
good.
pamphlets. I'm gonna go and knock on doors and be like, "Have you heard about?"
I can't
my
hear
Lord and
you.
Savior Dark?"
I can't hear you anymore.
Oh my God, selective hearing. What a lovely trait.
If you get me to call, Nikki, I'm gonna fire you.
Ooh.
Okay.
What? It's gonna be a great time. Good night, Mr. Dog. You're amazing. Mr. Dog. Dog. The one and only.
Jesus Christ. I think this car might be fucked. I'm not sure. Which one was this? WCN. Can't even do it. Fucking British weather's been fucking weird again. I can't hear you.
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just writing a report. Why, what's up?
You look a bit weird.
What do
You take your glasses off for a second. Just 1 second.
Okay.
You just look a bit on edge.
On edge? Well, I mean, to be fair, I just got off of a pursuit with Jay Hobbs, Future Hendrix. As a kid after they violated parole, which resulted in a very short pursuit and assault because they immediately got spiked, and then the kid picked him up, and then they went into the water and on a boat and then onto a dirt bike. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, maybe. All right. You haven't been like injected with nothing, have you?
No. Huh?
No, you're
No,
just with people
no.
all over the place.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. All right. Good. You look very you look very sexy in that uniform.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, you. Thank you. Thank you. You don't think I look like a pilot anymore?
No.
Oh, thank God.
It's when are you taking off?
Okay.
Hey, Horver texted me.
He did.
Yep, 2 hours ago. He said,
told
I
me,
no
I
longer
think.
want to home wreck your marriage. I said, fuck
Yeah.
off, you family wrecker.
Yeah.
He said, I'm trying to make amends. And I had Nikki tell me that he was going to continue.
Really? Nikki told me that too.
And I don't know if Nikki is a shit stirrer.
No, I think
What I
Nikki's a
do
shit
know
stirrer.
is that Horver is trying to fuck over our family, because I think what he meant by I'm not gonna go between you and Dark, he's gonna go between Ziggy and Flop.
Oh my god. I don't think that's the case, honey. I don't think he'd do that.
That's the case. Well, I mean, is it a coincidence that if you put a W in front of his name, it's Whore?
No, it's not. It's not a coincidence at all. I made him change his call sign to that.
You know what they say, right? Your last name sort of, you know, there's a high chance that your last name is
good work.
kind of what your family used to do as a profession way back when. Maybe it runs in his family.
Which your family used to make roads?
Whores. No, but maybe they worked on them. I don't know.
What does that mean?
I just don't think that there's any confusion behind Horver.
Did my family create the dog?
Maybe they did well in the dark.
Maybe they were miners or something.
Yeah.
Or they were assassins.
I'm just saying.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. But should we judge him based on his family?
Well, it's not just based on his family. It's also the actions in which lead me to believe...
Okay.
Yeah, there's a history there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay. Listen, he's on thin ice anyway.
Good.
But like, other than him being you know, a bit of a story, what do you think about Hoover?
Do you want me to be truthful or petty?
Truthful, please.
He's good. He's good at what he does. He's a good all-arounder.
Yeah, I agree.
He doesn't shy away from, you know, a lot of the dirty work of the job. You know, he's one of the few willing to stay back when a vehicle's disabled to make sure it's documented and processed.
True, yeah.
Versus getting back in the pursuit, which most people, myself included, do. Though, truthfully, the reason I've been doing it recently is because I'm in a department and I don't necessarily think I need to prove myself, and I'm trying to give people the opportunity to prove themselves to department leads.
Yeah.
And once we're all back and, you know, and everyone is in a department, I'm going back to consistently pushing to lead situations. But until then, people need to use this opportunity as a, you know, hey, I can prove myself. But not many people are. It's the same people over and over. It's Mueller and Stubble and Angel and like, I don't know. I just want to see more from people. I want to see more. I don't want to see the same people constantly doing it, because now is the time to prove yourself. And some people just aren't jumping at the opportunity.
I completely agree. But to play devil's advocate, should it only be the people leading scenes that are being noticed?
I think it shows initiative. So quite honestly, yeah, I personally, I think the people who are willing to lead scenes and take control of a situation are the ones who, you know, to me, they have sort of the most potential. Sure, we can mold people into those people, right? But I mean, if we're at a stage where spots are limited, right?
Yeah.
Time is eventually going to run out. Do we want to focus our energy on the people who are willing to do beyond the basic work, or focus on the people who we are assuming are going to have the ability to do so, but may not? Because
I know.
Although I don't mind the second one, you know, we have to cherry pick here. You know, I don't like it, but it is what it is.
The only issue I see is that if you just, like, you can't fill a department with just leaders, because what about the people who want to follow?
So I considered that as well. I think it comes down to there not being enough leaders. Like there are, right? Like I could immediately spitfire a fair bit, right? But
yeah.
But the issue is Like, if you're a leader, you can absolutely follow someone's lead. You know firsthand exactly what's required. And in the event where something goes wrong, I mean, hell, that shootout in the tunnels the other day with GG, it was immediately called out. I think it was Snow and Spartan or something. Someone called out, if we go down, I think Snow called out, if we go down, Espino's or Spartan, whoever it was, you take lead. And it's because there's
That's good, that is.
sort of a hierarchy of like, this person is taking control of this situation, but I trust that if something happens to me, these people can continue down the same path. And if you don't have an order of operations, if you will, with people who are capable of that, what do you have? If those, 5 people immediately go down, which is highly likely in an ambush situation, you don't have backups or at least
How is he
willing to take
telling
that
so
opportunity.
much?
Everything's going to fall apart and fast.
Yeah.
I agree, though.
No,
You do
I
need
know what you're
followers,
saying.
But I think a good leader can also put themselves in the position of a follower.
I think you're completely right. Okay, well, I appreciate your insight, honey. I always do. Also, if Reed pretends that she's hurt her shin, she hasn't. She's just trying to avoid whatever problem that she's brought to you, okay?
Really?
Yeah, she's acting like a football player today. I don't know why.
Hey, really quick, we need to schedule a vacation.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I mean...
It's been a while. Listen, it's staycation.
Where to?
A staycation means you stay home.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Right.
And I'm thinking maybe April 14th to the 19th.
What? Okay, that's very specific. What's happening then?
Things get a little dark and maybe a little darker.
I think, I have the capability to book my own holidays now. I'm approving it. I've done it.
Perfect.
Approve.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll
good.
approve yours
Good.
too, okay? We've signed our holidays over. Nice vacation. Good idea.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it would be great.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. All right. Good. We deserve it.
But that's not like a full week, so maybe we may have to extend it depending on the circumstances. Things change.
Yeah. But what
like
are we
the end date?
But then what are we gonna do when, like, after that, when vacation is just possible all the time?
Well, then we do what we do with everything else. We set a time, most days aside, and we focus on that.
That's a good idea. Good idea. Hey, Copper.
How are you, Copper?
You guys still married?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Copper, I appreciate you.
for what?
I love that hats. You just incorporate them the best you can.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to do.
I know.
I'm gonna use the equipment provided to me.
It's never bothered you. Oh, I love
No,
it.
I gave up. a
You
long
want
time
new
ago.
hats, Copper?
Yeah. I mean,
You do? Like, this is something you like? This is something that you would want fixed?
yeah, but that's like a very big undertaking.
Oh.
Oh, it is? Is it?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
I feel like Hopper's probably heard this from every.
I'm sure I can figure this problem out.
Okay.
Absolutely. If anyone can do it, it can be SCU Police Dark.
I believe it. I just requested my vacation in April. Approved.
Are you serious?
Yeah. From April 14th to the 19th.
Nice.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
taking a few
that's,
days to ourselves.
Yep, a staycation.
A staycation.
Ooh.
Things are gonna get a little dark and darker. How have you been, Copper? It's been a
Shit,
while.
I need
You
to
look like a
send it to-
badass.
A
I'm
what?
just saying, you look like a badass.
I get told that I look like some kind of futuristic, like Judge Dredd,
Yeah.
or
Oh
like
my god.
or like a sky captain or some shit.
Your
Like a
tattoos
sc-
are sick.
A captain on like
Thank you.
like a spaceship. But like
I look like a spaceship.
you don't,
Okay.
you don't look like a space. You're like a police on board, like a sci-fi spaceship.
Okay.
Have you seen that show on Amazon Prime? Not sponsored. You know the one. What's that space show? The Expanse.
Yes.
You know, like you'd fit well on The Expanse.
I've never watched.
Yeah, but which faction?
You know, the Belter Loaders.
Oh, I look like a belter?
Yeah, you look like a Belter cop, but like the cops that patrol the Belters. You know, like you beat some people
Yeah,
up on the. You know, they're fucking around, not doing their job. You beat them up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
Wow, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
They don't
Well-
understand us belters. Without us, they would have nothing.
Exactly. That tells you a lot
How
about
they
the
talk?
Belters. No, they don't. They have an
Without us, they-
accent.
Oh.
I'm
wanna
not even gonna try.
do the
it.
accent.
I'm not even gonna try it.
They're like, it's like South African,
Yeah.
but space South African.
What the fuck does space add to an accent?
I don't know.
Like a deep, like.
No, it's like, it's just different. It's like sci-fi.
Yeah, it's
Is it like emotionless? Like.
no.
Mm,
No,
then
I think it
don't
has a
know.
lot more personality than any of the other accents.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. Anytime I've seen like, because most like space stuff is futuristic, so a lot of it ends up being like sort of that very overused like robotic tone.
Nah, this is like it has a lot of slang, and just they have a very unique.
Someone say strike points. Someone say strike points.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Nova says she wants 15, she said.
I
Why?
said, if he keeps hitting my vehicle, I will put him in his home.
Nah,
Dog. I will
her
put him in
tail
his
light
home.
is loose. I was just showing her, like I was just showing
Oh,
her that
great.
she needs to get it
Thank
fixed
you,
up
Meg.
better.
I appreciate
Yeah, I was-
that.
yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you,
no
Meg.
problem.
Keep her in order.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Dark.
Wow.
How's your day, Ben?
Yeah, I'm stuck in the office, and I'm finally able to leave. So I'm going to leave.
You need to
Yeah, I'm
leave
gonna-
now before you get caught up.
I'm gonna walk away.
I'm gonna go patrol. Kind of crazy.
I put warrants out
Oh, boo.
for parole violations. Jay Hobbs, Future Hendricks, and Zakeet Skangerton. Oh,
How many
actually,
months?
1
Wait,
second.
you have warrants for them? Didn't we just put them in prison?
Yeah, it's because they all got out of prison and
He
stole a
don't-
car, and then yeah, honestly, it wasn't even intentional. I was
Hey,
there because of the prison riot.
Oh yeah.
so,
Good.
question. When someone violates parole and it
Yeah.
adds time, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you end up in a situation where their time that they have to serve is higher than parole because the parole time doesn't get scaled according to the additional time. Is it intended to? Let me give you an example with pretty easy number. Someone
Okay.
violates parole, and they have 50 months of parole, right? Which, means 50 months gets added to their sentence when they
Yeah.
get arrested. The MDW doesn't add 100 months of parole to their new sentence. Is it intended to?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because then countless times we end up in a situation where I'm sending someone off for 57 months and 14 months parole.
I think,
and
to me, the intention is always that your parole is whatever, it's 2 times whatever your prison sentence is.
Right. I agree with that. Would we be able to get clarification on that? Because people are going
From
to
who?
look at their time. Well, just,
From Hakamet?
maybe an announcement.
Okay.
Just so that we're on the same page, because I don't know that that's happening. I also don't know that people are taking into account time served while they've been in custody. Like that's not really a negotiable thing. It's a matter of like they're getting it pretty much no matter what. And I don't think that's happening. I think I've seen people sent off pretty inconsistently for different times in the same situation with similar charges, and people aren't taking into account when it was code 4.
Just so I got this written down right, you just want clarification as to whether parole violations add to your parole on a new sentence. Is that right?
Yep, that is
Okay.
correct.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. If that's the case, I will make sure I get.
For now,
parole
just
time.
do it that way. If it's wrong, it comes back on me. But that seems extremely logical to me. That it's. I don't know why you wouldn't add it as more parole. But yeah, I'll get clarification. I'll get in an announcement. Okay.
Perfect.
All right.
I go out. Don't worry. I'll talk to someone else about that.
No, go on. What is it? It's
You
okay.
sure?
Yeah.
I spoke with Saren because another problem I noticed was people are removing weapons licenses for things like felony possession with intent. And the reason
How?
they're doing it is so.
Sorry,
here's the
why?
issue. Under legislation, under the vehicle strike guidelines, felony possession with intent, for example, is listed as a violent felony, but it's not a violent felony. It's listed that way because the general purpose for a 5-strike offense is a violent felony, and it's something that's been added, and it's sort of a long-standing thing. But that's sort of been repurposed by some to be, well, it's labeled as a violent felony here, therefore it's a violent felony everywhere, and people are removing weapons licenses.
Who did
for
that?
And they're also taking DNA. I'm pretty sure someone made an announcement at some point in one of the meetings. I could be wrong, but I'm fairly certain. I want to say Dan has, but I'm not confident on that.
Whoever's doing that is
Brian?
stupid. Hey, Brian.
Brian?
Yo, what up?
Hey, have you heard of people taking weapons licenses or DNA over felony possession with intent?
Have I heard of officers doing dog shit every single day? Yes, of course.
All right.
Oh, that's 100% happening.
Yeah, and I don't believe it. I can understand why some people think that way, because it's listed as a violent felony under certain legislation, but it's specific to that legislation and vehicle strikes, and that's it. Not
what the fuck?
So the mode that I've been operating on is unless the weapon itself is used, we should not be taking it.
Yes, agreed. 100%. It is exactly what I think. But I'm gonna get something written.
Felony intent to distribute. How is that even violent?
So it's not. But if you go to legislation in your MDW, type strike for the vehicle strike legislation, and when you do that, under 5 strikes it says violent felonies, and under that, at some point it says felony possession with intent, drug trafficking.
I'll tell you what's happening. It's actually worse than that. Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh, it's way worse than that.
No.
So the issue is that the strike points came into, or the strikes for the vehicles came into play. And you know how there's like a number of options that you choose when you have to impound it? People are lazy as fuck. And before we've culminated the set of charges, so originally we used to bring the vehicles down here, right?
Right.
Into the back. And the reason for that was, you know, we have to set up the findings, right? We need to know that there's probable cause. And that can only be figured out by the time these individuals are placed into custody. We bring them down here, charges are sorted.
I should have left.
And then we bring the vehicle down to the impound lot and, you know, appropriately set it up and put the report.
Right.
At some point in time, we got into this mode where vehicles started to be left here before the tsunami.
Yep.
And so some officers got really upset with that. Understandably, right? Why are the vehicles being left? So it was unilaterally decided in our meetings, as was happening for a while, where we just go and send them over to the impound lot and quote unquote do your best. Well, that got translated by, let's just say, lesser tier officers to just put felony not listed.
Oh no.
Yep. So then per normal behavior where people aren't reading announcements or actually using common sense and deducing what's actually being said to us. And now all of a sudden, most every vehicle is being sent as felony not listed.
Okay, I can,
so that you don't
assure
have to put a report number.
That is not a common thing in shift 3.
I believe
I can
you.
guarantee.
I believe
Oh,
it. I
man.
believe it. So this started happening in both shift 1 and shift 2 to the point that DOJ started to ask because people were, reporting it up, and it didn't get reported quick enough because you have to understand that like people are just paying their impound fees and not giving a fuck, right?
Right.
But eventually that bubbled up and it turned into a high command conversation, and it was reiterated, do not fucking do that shit. It's fucking stupid. And that is when, at least on my end, I started putting my foot down and said, the moment we have a vehicle in our possession, you are to put up a incident report. And that includes like things like banks, right? Because there's a whole shit show with banks as well. Like the moment you get the
where's the felony percent with intent
custody,
gone?
like the
Where's that conversation gone?
Hostage. Put up the report so we have something, and put in the statement, like what transpired with this. And then until and only if you know exactly what the strike is for, do not put the vehicle away. You got to hold it at the fucking impound lot. You fucking do that. But obviously people want to, go on to the next call. So yeah. So I hope that's kind of the full scope. So it's not just limited to that. It's actually worse.
Well, my problem is I think we're eventually going to run
He
into a
doesn't
situation
actually
where
know about the
someone
felony
looks over a
possession
report,
thing.
or someone is identified as the person who murdered someone because DNA was left on scene. And then at some point, an attorney is like, well, when was their DNA documented? And they look back and it's like, oh, it was for felony possession with intent. And then an entire case gets thrown out on the basis of, someone's DNA being taken illegally, and a murder case of all things being thrown out as a result. Like that's worst case scenario.
100%.
But I'm concerned that something like that could potentially happen if some people are setting the standard of felony possession with intent is a violent felony.
Well, it's the same thing with weapons being taken and put into process, but there's no probable cause listed as to what transpired, and they haven't pled guilty to the charges. So let's say we
Yellow. Hey Dan, just a quick question. I don't know whether I'm mishearing, but I just want to clarify whether this is true or not. Did you make an announcement about taking weapons licenses when someone's charged for felony possession with intent to distribute?
No, sir.
Okay, just making sure. Thank you, Dan.
Yep. No
Bye-bye.
problem.
That I imagine people are getting the violent felony shit from is fine. Like all the others are violent felonies, but those are not.
The thing is, there's no good way to like actually audit this, right? There's no like series of vehicles, like because vehicles aren't even being listed on the report, right? So let's say like someone were to go audit all this, there is no means by which we can audit the vehicles that are getting put away. We cannot audit weapons and evidence that are being entered in or seized. In fact, most of the big HUT-related charges recently are being articulated because we have to go back through prior incident reports where reports aren't written and the PC for the acquisition isn't there.
Yeah. Anyways, that's a problematic thing.
Where did you hear that from, Matt? What was the original thing?
So the reason I brought it up with Saren is because it's been brought up a couple times, but I didn't think it was like a super widespread thing. But I don't know how long ago it was. I recall someone indicating that this was announced during a meeting at some point. I don't know what meeting it was. I wasn't present for said meeting. But I'm fairly certain at some point, I think I've heard Dan mention making sure to collect DNA from people being charged with felony possession with intent.
So
I just spoke to Dan. He said he wasn't him.
Wait, Dan said he has never pushed for that?
I asked him about the weapons licenses. I didn't ask him about the DNA.
Okay. His may be on the basis of DNA, but I mean, still, it's the same issue, and that it shouldn't be happening.
No, I agree. Okay, but if you find out anybody specific, just let me know.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna start asking people. Hey,
That's a
do
good
you-
idea.
Do you take DNA for only possession with intent?
But the
That's
thing
my
too
goal.
is there's no way to know who did it either because the profiles are being updated without a date, a report, and which officer actually did it. So even
Those
if you
aren't
look it
gonna be
up,
considered valid.
yeah, well, exactly, because then
God.
you can't piece together who actually did that. Even worse when it comes to profiles are getting updated without a signature on it, and that's even being done by judges. So,
Okay, well, I'm leaving and I'm going
oh,
to.
hey, real quick.
What's up?
The reason why I actually want to pull you two aside, I know how to. I'm gonna put this as best as I can. There's the incident with the Shelley case. I'm not going to speak too much in regards to it, but I know Rhodes, you're taking a look at that. I sent Tessa some stuff, and I'm letting
what's the
officers
incident?
know. How do you want to explain it, Rhodes?
It's complicated.
Yeah.
But it's the terrorism thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
I just want to let you know that I'm not, I'm not touching it until we figure, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know I sent Tessa the art side of things. I don't know if she's working on that as well, but if you want me to send it as well, I can send it your way.
If you could, yeah, I'd appreciate it.
Easy. All right.
Perfect. Anything else?
Appreciate you guys. Nope,
All
that's
right.
it.
All right, sounds good. I need to go get food.
Is someone going to tell me what this incident is, Jay?
It's complicated.
But could you tell me?
Listen, it requires time that I don't have. We'll talk about it at home. How about that?
Okay. All right. Good idea. I can patrol now. Yeah. Please find out who.
I did tell you should have left.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Can you just tell me if you find out about this felony possession bullshit? Just tell me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, no apology. Nope. Never gonna happen, chat. Ugh.
10-7 full report.
Union 4 is going to call UTL on the dot. Plate's been flagged. Hey, Brown.
I didn't buy any more spike strips. Fuck. Dispatch 400 tonight.
Tell you what, I've sucked dick in these knee pads. They work great.
We need a new sub alert. Yeah, I know. I've got to update on my sounds. A bank? Oh, that's a good question. Is a bank robbery a violent felony? Yeah, I guess it is, because they take hostages and shit.
21638 northbound Strawberry Avenue, 4-door, 22 that 2-door red and color sports vehicle occupied times 1.
Yeah, so Dan's done nothing wrong, so as far as we're aware. Holy shit. Nice dispatching right here. I like this. Are those people still actually at the prison though? No, so maybe not. It was good dispatching for about a second. 30 miles per hour, nice. Wow, look at this, chat. We're out of the police station. It's kind of heckin' crazy, dude. kind of heckin' crazy. I don't know what's going on over here. Hello, Mr. Hayes.
Hey, Dark, how are you? Oh, wait. Congrats to being the assistant chief, first of all.
Thank you very much.
It's kind of overdue. Second of all, how are you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
I have an issue that I'd like to talk to you, and if that's over, I might feel a little bit better.
Okay, well, what's the issue?
Police conduct of one of your officers.
Okay. Who is it and what have they done?
Brian Knight, and he strong-armed his way with putting somebody under duress for a 24-hour hold, conducted a raid while that person was only in detainment. You want me to go on?
I mean, what's the issue with raiding someone while they're under detainment?
Well, imagine if you have somebody that you want to question, and since it is quote-unquote an invite for them to come down to MRPD, you're gonna say, if you don't come down there, I'm gonna put you in a 24-hour hold. And because he couldn't arrest that person, he was like, well, we're just gonna give you a police escort to MRPD. You can drive yourself, but if you drive away, we're gonna put out a warrant for you.
Okay.
Also, that person was me.
Oh, that person was you, right? Okay. Okay. What I'll say, Mr. Hayes, is I'll direct you to my internal affairs department. So do you have Kyle Pred's number?
You're funny.
No, I'm being serious.
That would really Pred internal affairs.
Yeah, he's turned a new leaf. He's working hard.
Okay, so oh god. Yeah, that's so not gonna work.
We'll give it a go. It'll work.
Is Pred the only internal affairs officer that you have?
No. Would you're asking for somebody else? Why?
Yeah, I do not feel comfortable talking with Pred about something like that.
I just clocked the vehicle doing 97 and a 30.
Okay. All right, fair enough. Do you have Jackie Snow's phone number?
Yes, I do.
Okay, contact Snow. Say this is an internal affairs thing and that I gave you, I told you to talk to him, okay?
Okay. I have one favor to ask, as this is an ongoing investigation. Please not talk to Brian about this. Of course, the chief is all right. I don't want this to kind of interfere or change the outcome of this investigation. That is not the plan. It is, for me, it is more a general thing, because I know what I did and what I did not, and what I'm gonna get accused for, and so on, is not really the concern of mine. It is more that officers in general are treating everybody with the rights that they have in this state. So basically, I want this to be over first in a legal sense before, if there are any actions needed, actions are gonna happen. That makes sense.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I'll see what I can do.
Technically, okay. Just fair. Just to be fair, I could be completely in the wrong, and this is how we conduct business now in this city. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt. I'm just having concerns that I want to voice, but I don't want this to interfere with the police work that Brian does, at least right now, because it's an open case.
All right, Mr. Hayes. Well, yeah, contact Snow, and he'll fill me in once an investigation's been conducted. Okay.
Okay, I appreciate that. Once again, congrats. Well deserved, and keep going. Thank you,
Thank you,
Dark.
James.
Take care.
That's all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Why'd you say the sack like that? I don't know.
You're the route 2331 Alpha's code 6.
Brian, what are you doing, man? What are you doing, Brian? I think I saw a warrant from Brian.
Dispatch unit 35831 Alpha's at city code 4 tonight.
You know what? I hope they crash and die. Yeah, I saw a warrant from Brian. What was it? In-game chat. Okay, please, in-game.
438 tonight.
I could have sworn I saw a warrant for James Hayes.
358 today.
Oh, I did.
Dispatch 906. We're trying to attempt to pull over a green and colored four-door heading westbound Marathon Ave.
Why did Brian do it?
Well, 358 was 96.
Because didn't we talk to Brian? Because he raided James for the dongle. But why would he do that? Didn't we speak to Brian about not doing that and washing our hands of that whole thing?
1038 with that green and colored four-door right in front of Hayes. Looks like one-time occupy westbound Boulevard El Perro.
That's Kenneth. He has 2 warrants for his arrest for me.
Alright, copy that. Can we get some 77s over here?
23 with you, buddy.
We are at Hayes Auto. This is Kenneth Loberson. He's in a green and colored four-door. He's inside of Hayes right now.
400 in minute.
Uh, 226 back 10-8. Any actives?
Currently have Kenneth on a green and colored 1060 vehicle westbound Boulevard El Perro. He's trying to escape Hayes. He's on a stolen vehicle. Can you get one more 77?
We've got enough units. We've got 4 units.
Alright,
Oh,
we
yeah,
got 4
10-4.
units. Can we get another radio channel dispatch?
I'll look for one. Stand by.
Don't be nice to it, be nice to it, be nice to it, be nice to it.
What do you mean a warrant?
I need you to stop him. Don't you move.
Hey,
Don't you move.
Kenneth,
Don't you move.
Oh, Kenneth! Too slow, man.
Local shooting.
Oh, shit. Kenneth, not well. Whoa. Oh, Kenneth, walk.
We got 195.
God damn.
I got shot in the back. Ow.
You okay, Dan?
Fucking
All right,
business
Okay.
here. I'm sick of you.
I got in the vest.
What kind of crime? Channel break.
Holy shit, be
Alright,
careful.
channel 3.
Alright, let's get a perimeter around here
Ow.
so we're not.
I'm just gonna take him
kinda
to the
crazy
sidewalk.
right now. We got 195.
Excuse me, guys. Coming through. What the fuck? What the fuck? You okay, mate? You just jumped out of a moving car.
Let me tell you what happened there. I'm gonna be open on this with you guys.